want y'all to open y'all eyes to what's really going on, man, because a lot of people don't pay attention to the facts and the key points on when you should really like take initiative to what's going on. Takeoff, like, to be honest with y'all, man, it's sad to say, but from what they saying is the eyewitness already said that Takeoff begged them, like, come on, let's leave early. Please, let's leave now. And they did not listen to nothing Takeoff had to say, man. They realized, sat back and took, like, realized, didn't take it with a grain of salt, man. And people looked at it as if Takeoff was just talking. No, he was ready to go, man. And I know a lot of people don't really want to get deep into that. Like, at the end of the day, man, we know this, man.
Look up 2 members killed in Houston 2 years ago in a nightclub parking lot. Pause the video when they start showing like the police activity and the police in there. And you're going to see Jay Press Jr. and Jazz Press standing there. Rap a lot. The niggas is out.
And this is from the eyewitness. I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on because a lot of people sit there and don't really like take notes when people really need to sit back and really I'm gonna let y'all hear what the eyewitness said.
I need to get some stuff off my chest. Something was going on with the video about Takeoff. That's crazy because, like, dude, he was arguing with Quavo over playing the basketball game and already. But then after the shots have already been heard, they saw Quavo throw punches, and after that, that's when Takeoff had his hand on the piece. Quavo was nowhere around at the time. He was just like 4 or 5 feet, and then that's when all the fighting started. Quavo, because he lost the dice game, and then they're talking about the basketball game that got heated as soon as that went down. Dude in the yellow jacket ran towards everybody. Everyone started going out, making noise and ran into when that started happening, everyone ran into the alley, bowling alley, and then Quavo tried to help Takeoff, but at that point it was too late, and Quavo walked off and said, "Let's go," before someone gets hurt.
And that basically initiated the whole situation. That's why I say y'all gotta watch who y'all hang around, man, because your homies, them be the ones that real life sing you up at some point in time. People don't really know, and some people don't really take heed to, okay, I know I just got into it with bro, but at the same time, I know he ain't gonna realize, sit there and set me up. But you don't know that because they was plotting on that man the whole time, man. I want y'all to really look at it, man, because it had me confused at first, man. But then I looked at it and I said, you know what?
Hi, you can call me Cherokee Blue. I wanted to know if on your show you can mention the fact, like how history has proved, even back in the slavery days.
Yeah, and like I said, the same thing that people sat there and said, like people was looking like Quavo ain't had nothing to do with it. The eyewitness said that Quavo was right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you gotta redo that show over, man. I just now got ready for work. I'm calling in to leave a message, man. Really, you gotta call me back when you get ready to go on the show. So I can call in, cause what you saying is something serious. What I can say, I noticed the way he's separating the rap game, which is crazy. This ain't a rap issue. The way he's separating the youths and the
Like, it's sad, man, because they was on his clock, man. They was on that man clock. He knew that them boys was sitting right there. Like, to be honest with y'all, man, he knew them boys was real live coming, man. He knew that they was real live. Like, they set out to real live get justice for that man. Like, people don't really want to really pay attention to what's going on, but we know that this is something that could have easily been avoided, and this is a revolving door. Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man, because it's a lot of people who sit back and really take it lightly when they should be looking like, you know what, it's somebody who just got sent up, man. They set that man up, boy, and they said that Migo band signed to Buddy. Like, at the end of the day, man, it's a sad thing, man, but it's a revolving door. It's gonna continue to happen, man. It's gonna continue to happen, man. Like, at the end of the day, we know for a fact, like, a lot of people, like, they don't want people to sit back and really find out what really happened with them.
How was Drake there when it was a first sign with MobTies? So, like, somebody from MobTies sent Drake up there just to show that even somebody like Jay Prince or MobTies still got a foot in the door at Takeoff celebration. So it's basically a message being sent saying that, you know, they still got power and they still are around and they can still send people. And that's the reason why they sent Drake to be there with Quavo and to be there right next to Offset. Now, I mean, it makes sense because the Versace song is what, you know, like, took off and everything like that. But even before that, you know, they said that they were gonna have all these people do performances. They said they're gonna have all these celebrities come through. So it's just kind of weird that Drake comes through and he's the one that's gonna be the biggest ties to MobTies. And so basically Jay Prince Jr. and Jazz Prince and all of them, they got banned from coming to the celebration. They were not allowed to come. They weren't in attendance because if they were, a lot of people would have been upset at the fact that, you know, it's still unclear who had a hand in this.
And it's like, it's up. Like, at the end of the day, we know for a fact there's a lot of people who really think that MobTies, Lil Cam got away with this. I don't think Lil Cam got away with this. Like, at the end of the day.
I mean, there's so much. They were saying there's so much footage because of all the surrounding businesses in the area that, like, although they have footage from people, they also have footage that's, like, you know, secured on the wall and catching people going in and out and seeing exactly who's wearing what earlier, and then you piece it all together and then, you know, you have the facts.
Just imagine the people who was working inside the bowling alley who saw Lil Cam with the yellow hoodie run back in there.
Right. I mean, a lot of people, you figure this people that are just randomly outside too, you know, you're gonna be like smoking a cigarette or just waiting for their time to leave or just whatever. They said there was about like 30, 40 people outside, so,
And from the one person who they said it was a dude in a yellow hoodie who ran in there and threw something in the trash can and took the bag out the trash can. Like, he took the lid off and like lifted the trash can up and tried to like take the trash bag like in the back of the bowling alley. Like, I want y'all to understand, he was trying to stash that stuff, man. It's sad, man, because a lot of people don't really look at the details and the description of how they said he ran in there. And when he got in there, the people who worked there, they already got eyewitness footage of what happened.
I mean, if he did try to put something in there and try to hide it in there, other people obviously see what goes in and out. You know, it's a big town or city, but it's small, you know, and there's a lot more people that see things that you don't realize it.
Yeah, and it's sad because a lot of people don't want like to see like the Migos go to like the next level.
Right.
People don't want to see them like make that big step. Like, y'all gotta understand, man. The Migos was the one who even got Jay Prince Jr. and them in the situation. Like real talk, like to be honest with y'all, Migos got J Prince Jr. and them like real live, the little clout that they do have. Like I want y'all to pay attention to that, man, because a lot of people look at it and really don't wanna like get involved in it because they knew that MobTies was gonna be the ones.
The guy in the yellow hoodies to the right of him.
Yeah.
Where is the camera footage from the front of Takeoff showing his face? You notice they show you everything from the back to the side, but they don't show you, and then they show Migo Band walking towards them.
Yeah.
Well, how come they can't show you the footage of Migo Band back walking down there?
Because they got three different footages. I saw the footage of where it was like they was on the side of Migo Bands. All this is that Migo Bands, if the person who was recording by Migo Bands, they said that they got almost an hour worth of footage. Like they gonna end up releasing the footage sometime, but we never know when they gonna release the footage, y'all. So I wanna let you.
All the people, they should never kill that man.
They should never sent that man up.
John, they set him up, man.
For real.
There's no way that you can justify it. Remember I said this to you, right?
Yeah.
How you start out, how you listen to me. How you start out is how you finish. If you start out taking shorts, you will end up taking shorts.
Yeah.
That's in life. If somebody show you something and you go for what the first picture of it is, you're dead wrong. Remember they said it's always your story, his story, and the truth.
Yeah, because there's always people who got the fabricated side of it. You know, it's people who realize or put out half the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say listen to every story about whatever's going on so that you can get a full detailed like ideal of what's going on.
That's right. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm glad you gave me a chance to speak my piece. I like the show, man. You just keep me in mind, bro. I'm from New Jersey.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Hey, man, tap in, man. Call this number at any time.
Got you.
Alright, see you, bro.
Enjoy your night, man.
Alright. I always say y'all gotta watch who y'all be around, the company you keep, and the crowd that you basically tell certain information to. It's people who sit out here and they prey on y'all, like they prey on for y'all to fall. Like at the end of the day, we know for a fact that it's people who really don't want to see their homies real life get a record deal. People who don't want to see their homies real life get to the next level. But I understand everything that's going on, man, and this is a revolving door. And if we open our eyes, we'll be able to realize, like, the truth behind MobTies even setting up Takeoff, man. Offset not going. Y'all gotta really look at one thing. Takeoff was one of the people who started the Migos. Quavo was the face of the Migos. And Offset, he was one of the ones who real life had the lyrics. From what people don't know, Takeoff was real live. He was booking everything before they even got the booking managers, man. And I want y'all to really look at this and take notes on this, man, because this is something that could really easily been avoided, man. And don't nobody want to see Takeoff real life go through that, man, and then at an untimely demise, man. Who's to say that Migo Bands them or somebody in his clique didn't know that this was gonna happen? Like at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out, like, people know that it's always a snake in the crowd. It's always a snake in the clique. Why would people even put Takeoff out there to even get sent up? Like, this is what I always say. It's certain people who real life you gotta watch out for, man. You gotta be like, okay, I ain't gonna go hang with folks in them, because folks in them always got somebody around them who always realize either getting chased by the people, who either getting, you feel me, who either real life out there in the streets, who real life ain't got no guidance, who ain't got no type of sense of, okay, I ain't gonna do this because I'm gonna end up getting booked for this, because this is something that a person like if I go run up in a spot, I'm gonna get booked for it. Like, y'all know this, man. And if you from the streets, you know what I'm saying. Like, real talk, man. Y'all could call in at any moment. I want y'all to know that it's sad what happened, but at the same time, we gotta be cautious, man. We gotta be mindful of the people who we keep around us, because the guys you grew up with, them be the main ones to take you out the game. But at the same time, you still gotta trust them at some point, because them the ones who will really protect you from getting sent up. Like, at the end of the day, Migo Mans had it on him. He had the blicky on his side, but if Migo Mans would have just fell back and waited to see what was finna happen, then up the blicky real fast, it would have never went down like that. People sitting back looking at it like, Takeoff, he's one of the people who, like, nobody thought that he'd end up getting sent up, and he wasn't even at the dice game table. Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man. And people sitting back looking at it like, you know what? Quavo, he realized, he tried to realize, like, show how he'll stand up for himself, but at the same time, they end up getting Takeoff sent up. And people looking at J Prince Sr. like, why would you even speak? Hey, hit the like button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, share this video. Why would you even speak if you know for a fact that these people, you feel me? You already know these people gonna, anything you say, these people gonna be on your bumper, man. Because they gonna use what you said against you. And I don't blame them. Because from what you speaking up for your sons, and your sons end up sending Takeoff up. That's why I always say, y'all gotta be cautious, and y'all gotta really, like certain people, keep them out the circle, because them would be the ones to be your downfall. Them would be the ones who realize, tell other people, alright, woo out the bound. And then next thing you know, you either get hit up or you get booked. You feel me? Y'all saw what happened, man. And I want people to really apply it to your life, man. If you don't apply it to your life, you realize won't really get a good understanding of what's going on, man. But like I say all the time, you have to really take full initiative to your actions, man. Because as we sit back and we looking at this, man, we sit back, everybody looking at it like, you know what? Like, this sad, because Quavo hit her. He pulled right up on Lil Cam. Boy, you gotta understand, Houston is a small city, man. Y'all gotta really look at that and pay attention to that, man, because it's a lot of people who think J Prince Sr. gonna let this go like that. He not gonna let that go like that, man. And a lot of people sitting looking at the fact that, like, they wanted to end all the beef between MobTies, CMG, Finesse 2 times, like the whole situation, man. Like the whole Takeoff, everything. Like, they wanted to get rid of that. They wanted to throw that out the window, man, because that was something that's gonna hold them back from getting a bag. And J Prince, like, he posted Takeoff. You feel me? Some people say it was a sign of disrespect, because we already know this happened while he was with him. But it is what it is. But we already know that by Cam having on that yellow hoodie, it made him stand out, man. It made him look like the person who realized played a big part in it, man. And we can already know that the alleged hitter, dude that, you feel me? Dude that ran back up, y'all know buddy that ran past old girl and ran back up in the bowling alley. That was the one that they was watching, boy. That's why they put the camera on him. And then when he tried to run back out, old girl was like, there you go again. Like, I want y'all to really look at that, man. It's sad, man. Y'all already know. Academics said what happened, man. Academics said who was involved and the reason why it even led to that situation. It's sad, man, but it's something that we all can really look at and really be like, you know what? This happen all the time, so we got to really keep our guard up. is a lot of people sitting back not knowing that Takeoff and them, they got a whole bunch of people in Atlanta who realize they realize they going out, they drilling for them, boy. They drilling for them, boy. You know how much money Quavo and them had? Do you know how mad Offset was when he had to go to Takeoff, getting sent up? That's his family, man. He's some kin of that man. It's people who don't know that the littlest thing could send you up or have you in a messed up position. Like at the end of the day, it's people who sitting out here looking at Takeoff like he brought that upon himself. In all actual reality, he didn't bring it upon himself because he was in the back of the crowd. Quavo was doing this. When Quavo was talking, that's what made J. Prince Jr.'s hitters instantly. They look over, Buddy looked to the side, J. Prince Jr., he walked off, he like, J. Prince Jr. nodded his head. Once he nodded his head, it was over with because everybody knew that was the signal. Everybody knew that was the signal for him to instantly, you feel me? Do what you gotta do, boy. You already know. You know how much I'm paying you. Take care of that. Like, I want y'all to know, if y'all from the streets, y'all be able to get a good, like, y'all be able to put y'all hand on what's really going on, man. And I know a lot of people sit back and be like, why didn't